Hello, church. We're looking at 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and 17 today for our daily Bible reading. Word of the day is cake. In chapter 16, we read how the ark is brought in to Jerusalem and there is a worship ceremony. There's not just worship and offerings being made, but there's some food, right? There's some provisions. We see as David brings and he makes these peace offerings and these burnt offerings on behalf of the people. He blesses them in the first two verses. And then it says, then he also now distributes food, right? Well, why? Well, because there was no fast food. This was the planned catering events for this worship service. David knew that people needed to worship God. And so that was first and foremost. Then after this worship, he provided some food, some sustenance of a physical nature, right? The spiritual and the physical, the two components that we are. David is addressing both of those here as he's meeting both these needs. Once again, it's an aspect of his leadership, his guidance, his devotion, his realization of what his people truly need. Then we see into chapter 17 that God rewards him with this. Well, in chapter 16, there's then a song of thanksgiving, right? There's worship being described. And then chapter 17 describes God's covenant, right? Another C word for us, which is God's promise with David that through his line, we'll ultimately get the Messiah, which will get Christ, right? That's the full benefit of what our bodies really need, is we need a substitutionary atonement. We need someone else to live the sinless life for us, to be the true peace and burnt offering that Christ's body was, so that we can be forgiven and reconciled to a holy and just God. And then the ultimate benefit is, we're told in the book of Revelation, that we will be provided a feast with the Lord for all of eternity. Now, isn't that amazing that here it's foreshadowed as David brings this ark into Jerusalem that is going to lead to Christ, which is then going to lead to the new heavens, the new earth, where we'll worship God and enjoy his presence and his blessings of food for all eternity. What a great God we serve. All right, church, have a great day.